Hey everybody, my name is Monty Eggers, aka the Cast Iron Marketer, and today I'm going to show you how to properly clean a cast iron Dutch oven. Let's get started. Okay, so here we got our Lodge cast iron Dutch oven. I got the 9-quart here. It's kind of a beast, but I got a family of 6, so I like to cook a lot more food than I guess is needed, just for some leftovers for the next day. So as you can see, here's my sink, and it's kind of a smaller sink, but I'm just able to manage to get it in there. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to run some warm water. I just have a regular kitchen sponge here with a scouring pad on the back side. Just give it a little bit here. I made some German hot dish last night that consisted of some Polska kielbasa and some homemade neflas. Now, if you're not sure what a nefla is, it's where I'm from in North Dakota. It's like a dumpling, and it's made with flour, egg, and water, and they're cut into about 1-inch square sizes, bite size. And so I'm gonna have some information on some of those dishes on my blog here as I'm working on it. So just want to keep scrubbing until you don't feel any thing on the bottom side here. Don't be afraid to get a little aggressive. You're not gonna wear any of the metal down, because as you're using your cast iron, you're gonna build up what's called seasoning on it. So I got a little bit more in there, so add some more water. What I would avoid doing is getting like a heavy Brillo pad or a steel wool, because that could take some of that off. And you don't want to do that unless you're going to absolutely re-season your cast iron. And I'll have a video about that coming up shortly. Got a little bit of stuck on sausage there. I'll use my nail. If you got like a spatula or something you want to use, a plastic spatula, you can use that. Or also, Lodge makes a scraper. It's kind of rounded at the corners. I've yet to go pick one up, but they saw a few videos online, and they look pretty handy as far as getting like in the inside corner here and whatnot, if you have problems getting food stuck in there. So it looks like it's coming off here. Give it a little rinse. Do the outside here, get all this stuff off. This here is I haven't been able to use this on the camp, take it camping yet, but be probably a good one to take out camping and hang from the tripod. So give it a rinse. The only drawback of the size of this one is challenging it to fit in the sink and manhandling a little bit. So now I just got a regular cloth, kitchen towel here. Try to use a lint-free cloth, kitchen towel if you can. I've seen people use paper towels, but when I use a paper towel, some of the paper towel fabric or fibers would wear off, and then they would stick on the metal, and you don't want that on your food next time you cook, So I just use this, and if you see it just doesn't give off any lint, then just try to pick it off with your fingers, I guess. So alright, want to get this completely dry, check the handle, and the next what we're going to do is head over to the stove and warm it up and get some shortening on it, just to season it. So next step. As you can see, I got my Dutch oven on the back burner here. I'm letting it warm up. I got an electric stove and it's at about 4, and it's just starting to get to the point where it's starting to get warmer on the sides here. And what that's doing is opening up the metal on the Dutch oven itself. So what I use is just all vegetable shortening. This is just a house brand from one of the local grocery stores here. And I've seen a lot of people commenting online that to use flaxseed oil or Crisco or olive oil or peanut oil. And I tried some of those, and this is just my personal preference. When I was using those, there was starting to get like a gum or a buildup on the inside here. And it was starting to get sticky a little bit. So I saw online to use some vegetable shortening, and you don't need a lot when you're just, you know, going to apply it after you're done cooking with it. If you're going to re-season it, you might need a little bit more. But for today's training, I'm just going to show you how to just do it after you cook, and just with a little bit of this stuff. So I'm going to open the jar here. And I just took like an old t-shirt and cut it up. So this is what I use, and I've been using it for a couple months now. So you'll see that it's starting to turn black a little bit. So I'll turn my burner off here, slide this over here so you can see. Hopefully that's a good shot for you, somewhere right around there. I'm just going to take a little bit of this shortening here. It's about that much, and just start rubbing it in there. A little bit does go a long way. You don't need a lot because you don't want it to have too much on it, and then you start forming pools at the bottom of your oven. Want to get that all over the inside there. Do the rim, just so you get a nice little sheen, little shine to it. Do around the handles here. If you have any excess, just turn your rag over or flip it over somehow and rub the excess off. We can use the excess on the outside here. Like I said earlier, this thing is kind of a beast, so just make sure that you're careful when you're handling it. It's not too terrible hot to the touch now, but if you want to use like a kitchen glove, by all means go ahead. Safety first, right? So hopefully my camera angle's okay for you. Kind of might be too close, but hopefully that'll show you how shiny that is. And what I usually do is I'll let this sit outside, or sit, you know, in the open for a little bit, just so any of the oil can kind of dry a little bit, if you will. And then what I do is, depending on what my lid looks like, I'll just give that a little shine too. You can heat it up if you want, but I typically don't. I do wash it though, so I kind of wash it the same way I did with that guy there. So to do that, get to the inside. Let's go down the rows here, these little spiky things here. Do the rim here. I didn't heat the lid up for this training video, just for the time here. But every now and then I'll heat this thing up and give it a good coating of shortening. And what I do when I'm all done, like I said, I'll let these sit out for a while, and then I'll take a paper towel and I'll place it between the rim. I'll just place a paper towel between here and here and cover it up so air can circulate between here, and so no moisture buildup can happen. Alright, well hopefully this video was able to show you how to clean a cast iron Dutch oven. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a comment below and share on your favorite social media sites. Head over to my blog at cookingwithcastiron.net for more tips and some recipes I use. Again, Monty Eggers, the Cast Iron Marketer. See you next time, and until then, keep it cast.